Hey everyone, and thank you for stopping by. Today we'll be discussing whether Ark Survival Evolved is worth playing in 2023. Between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, I probably have about 1,000 hours in the game. I started playing in 2017, so 6 years ago, and I've been playing it on and off, but I really enjoy it, and today we're going to be talking about reasons why you should play it, reasons why you shouldn't play it, and then give you an overall kind of rating, conclusion, mixing it all together on whether or not you should play the game. Jumping straight into the arguments to play Ark, the positives, it is one of the most popular survival games out there, right? We have Minecraft, which is one of the biggest games in the world, if not the biggest game in the world. Minecraft could be considered a survival game. I think hardcore Minecraft fans might be offended if I don't call it a survival game, but I feel like Minecraft has more of a focus on like creativity and, you know, just doing whatever you want, whether you want to adventure, whether you want to build stuff, or whether you want to do redstone engineering. But besides Minecraft and Rust, I think Ark is the most popular survival game, so holding third place right now. Benefit to Ark is that Ark is an actual survival game, right? So just like I was saying a second ago, Minecraft has more of a focus on creativity and doing other things. Rust is an online game, and you can't play Rust by yourself. It is not a single player experience. But Ark is a fully solo experience, or you can play on a server. You have the option there, but it is focused on survival. I think even when I'm like 30-40 hours into a playthrough on a map, I still have concerns like, oh, if I go out on foot, I could die to some stupid X, Y, or Z dinosaur, right? And so there's always, whatever I'm doing in Ark, there's always a concern that I'm gonna die because it is a survival game. There are things that you have to do to prep whenever you leave your base to go out and do things. Another benefit of playing Ark is that there's a remaster coming in August. Wildcard Studios and Snail Games. So Snail Games is the publisher, Wildcard is the developer, and they are releasing Ark Survival Ascended instead of Survival Evolved. And a Survival Ascended is just going to be an Unreal Engine 5 remaster of Ark. And so their Ark has a lot of steam right now when it comes to, like, there's the remaster, there's a sequel that's already been announced. So there's a lot more coming for Ark in the future, so it's not a dead game by any means. Another thing to mention is between official content and mods, there is a plethora, a sea of content for you to explore. I believe there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 official maps. Maybe I'm counting that wrong. I think there are 6 official DLC, or 1 original map, and then 5 DLC maps. And then I think there are 5 or 6. I think there's 5. It might be 6 maps that were made by the community that Wildcard adopted and made them official maps in the game. So between the official DLCs and then the made official mod maps, you have like 12 maps you can play on. Ark has so many mods available to it, and they're all easy to access because they're all through the Steam Workshop. So you can just subscribe to a mod on the workshop, and then it's in your game, and you just have to make sure you apply it. You apply it once you're in the Ark menus in the game, and it's as easy as that. There's no digging through game files with File Explorer, nothing like that. You just subscribe to it on the Steam Workshop, and then boom, it's in your game. That easy. Moving into arguments against playing Ark. Ark is super janky, okay? There are a lot of bugs. There are bugs that have been in the game for years that have never gotten patched. There are some weird mechanics in the game sometimes. This is Wildcard Studios' first game they've ever made, and so they add a ton of stuff in this. I mean, there's survival mechanics, there's some like weird RPG mechanics in the game sometimes. Like they experiment a lot, and there are a lot of hits, but there are also a lot of misses. So there's some weird mechanics, there's some bugs. There is a just general lack of polish on the game. The game is just super janky. I get screen tears all the time. The game's poorly optimized. I upgraded my graphics card, my GPU lately, and it didn't change my performance at all, because for some reason the devs didn't know how to program to use the extra horsepower that I just put in my computer. I mean, I didn't change the in-game settings, I didn't change the monitor resolution, and the game still runs the same piss poor way that it does. So yeah, Ark is super janky. I feel like if Ark was put in the hands of an experienced dev team, Ark would be a phenomenal game. It would be one of the best survival games of all time. But we don't have that. We're stuck with Wildcard, and they are as green can be when it comes to game development, but we work with it, and they're learning, and yeah, it's a ride. Given the bugs, as well as just the game in general can be really rough. So the point I'm trying to get to is the game can be really infuriating. And so that's a mix of the bugs and also like just getting randomly killed by carnivores. Like you'll just be doing your thing and all of a sudden a raptor pulls up on you and eats you. There are a lot of dinos in the game that don't kill you, but either get you killed or they take your stuff. Like there's these seagulls on the beaches that dive down and take your stuff. There's these little dinos on the ground on the beaches that come and just yoink stuff out of your pockets. There's a lot of just there's a dino in the redwoods that just dismounts you and blinds you, so it won't even hurt you. So you'll be riding along and it'll jump up and knock you off your dinosaur that you're riding on and then blind you, and so you're just super vulnerable for anything else to come up and kill you. So there are a lot of dinosaurs in this game that don't kill you but really screw you over. So this game could be super infuriating in that way. One negative, and I talked about this earlier, is there's just not as much creative freedom as there is in like Minecraft, right? Minecraft has endless possibilities. Ark is more of a dedicated, it's a survival game, right? It's not anything else really. It's either a single player survival, or you're playing on a PvE server or a PvP server, or like a private server with your friends. There are a lot of different ways you can play Ark, but all in all, it's always a survival game. First and foremost, you know, it's not like a sandbox game. It's more of a focused title. A big negative of getting into Ark now is you might drop $40 to $60 on Ark Survival Evolved and getting like, you know, the, what's it called? The Ultimate Survivor bundle, I believe. But it's the bundle that comes with everything. Comes with the both DLC packs for the game, and you buy that, and then the remaster comes out 3 months later, and boom, all of a sudden you have to buy the game all over again. So for people who've been playing Ark for a long time and have owned it for, you know, since maybe 2015, they've owned the game for 8 years, buying it again is not as big of a deal because they've already gotten 8 years out of the game. But if you bought it now and then 3 months later had to buy it again, it might rub you the wrong way. It might, I don't know, I would kind of feel bad. So you just have to decide for yourself, do you think you're going to get into it? And if you do, is it worth paying the $60 it is to play it for 3 months before the remaster comes out? So that's just a personal decision you'll have to make. I touched on this earlier, how the game can be infuriating, but the game is just not noob friendly. You're gonna spend tons of time on wikis and on YouTube looking up guides. Shout out to Ark Pointer videos, by the way, by the great YouTuber Meowcaroni. But anyways, yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of time learning this game. And even if you're not looking up stuff on the internet, you're gonna learn through experience, because you're gonna die and you're gonna be like, okay, I gotta stay away from raptors, and then you're gonna die to something else, and you're like, okay, I gotta stay away from that, and then you're gonna die from the heat, and you're gonna be like, okay, I gotta watch my temperature more closely, and the game just teaches you through brutality. So just keep that in mind. If it's not your cup of tea, no worries, but the game is not very noob friendly. You're gonna get smacked around by the game quite a bit. One other thing to think about with the remaster around the corner is the remaster is going to launch with just 2 maps, the original map and then the first DLC map. And then throughout the next like 18 months following the remaster, they're going to be rolling out all the other maps that are on Ark Survival Evolved. And so that kind of creates a problem where if you're new to Ark, you might want to start on the original first map, the island, because, you know, that's where it all began. It's the most noob-friendly map. There's not as many mechanics to learn, because with each DLC, they just layer on more and more mechanics, more dinos, more complicated things. And so starting off with the island is a great place, is a great decision. It's a great place to start off, but do you really want to play the island right now and then 3 months later just be playing the remaster of the island, right? Because most of the other maps aren't going to be out yet. So that's a decision you'll have to think about, decide, is if I'm going to get Ark now, am I going to start on a map that's going to be released 3 months later in the remaster, or should I start on a map that's not going to get rolled out in the remaster for another year, so that way I have something new to play when the remaster comes out? So these are different things to think about. I hope this all helps. Conclusion, I think that Ark is definitely still worth playing in 2023. It is not a dead game. There is a remaster coming, there's a sequel coming. The mod community is as strong as ever, and with the remaster, the mod community is going to be able to monetize their mods, which, you know, oh, you have to pay for mods, but you're also helping the creators. So overall, I think it's a positive thing. I think, yeah, I definitely think Ark is worth playing in 2023. Fair warning though, it is super fun and it's super addictive. So if you're bad at controlling yourself with like video games, moderating how much you play, you might be cranking out 10-hour days at your desk playing Ark. So just a fair warning. All right, if you made it this far to the end of the video, please leave a like. I'm a brand new creator. It would really mean a lot to me. If you really enjoyed the video and you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. I think I'm at a whopping 19 subscribers as of recording this video. So every single one counts. Every single sub I get puts a smile on my face. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.